Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. There's been a slight change of plan on how I'm gonna go about a few things, mainly because by the time this video comes out, it probably was a week ago, maybe a little longer than that, has come out and I've added it to the estate. The aesthetic, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, the aesthetist? I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Yeah, and I'm not sure how to pronounce them, but the aesthetist? Something like that. So I'm not sure how to pronounce him. He's another Fire Emblem character from Jello Skeleton. I really like all of Jello Skeleton's hero mods. I've added him to the estate, he just hasn't popped up yet. If you'll take a look here, once I scroll down long enough, we are running out of veteran level heroes even. And I would really like to use that hero on this estate just to even just show him off a little bit. There are a few things I can do to buy time on the estate. The first thing I can think of is if I can do the manor, there's a quest that pops up later after I do the manor that is another repeatable quest, but it's kind of like the Hell Pit Abomination where it's the first time you do it, it's a one room battle type fight if I remember correctly, and after that it's a repeatable, but it just randomly appears later down the road. So I have to beat the manor first and then it just appears. I don't know when that will be, but that's the first thing I think I can do to buy time. Now, the reason I hadn't done the manor yet, and I think I've explained this before, is because it counts as a darkest dungeon, if I recall correctly, and so does the other dungeon or the quest that comes after it, where any hero I send into it will not be eligible to go into the darkest dungeon. They'll just go, no, I've seen enough. And I'm not sure that I have any other quest in this estate that counts like that. So I just kind of wanted to do everything else before I did that so I knew what I had available. But considering I kind of want to buy a little time, I think I'll do the manor now so I can get that ball rolling for the other quest at least. And I don't think I'll be using these for people in the darkest dungeon just because they are so powerful. And that being said, it does help me get Lily, her white priestess quirk evolved if I can do this correctly, or at least a chance on it. So it fills a few checkboxes here. So that'll be the plan for today. So sorry for the very long opening there, but that's the plan for today. So we're going to be taking Lily, the White Priestess, into the manor today. She's going to be my usual melee. So we're going to be bringing Umbral Knight, Elder Warrior, Mad Knight, Prayer, and Last Rites. We're going to be trying to evolve the White Priestess quirk. So to facilitate that, we're going to be bringing the Luminant Aegis Curio, which as you can see evolves the White Priestess quirk under special circumstances, kind of like the Ruined One quirk here from the Consuming Blight set. So if you remember how that worked, she had to have the Blighted quirk and then get afflicted. So this one, if nothing has changed, what we have to do is she has to get a virtue and then White Priestess will evolve. And otherwise, what happens is plus 50% stress relief done, friendly skill gains 2 last rite charges, on attack, self stress -2, on attack, stress +5. So essentially, it's trying to stress her out so she gets virtued or afflicted, and then if she gets afflicted, she is trying to get unafflicted very quickly with all the stuff from the set so she can try to re-afflict or virtue, trying to fish for the virtue. And that's what the entire set bonus does there if you want to read all of that. And then Nymphilea's Ring, plus 30% max HP, plus 30% healing done, and friendly skill all heroes restoration 1 point for 2 rounds, so she kind of is a healer there. Or at least that was my understanding of the set when I did it before on testing. Then we have Celiba the Estranged with Scraping Driver, Stinging Skewer, Pierce Earth, and Twisting Arrows. I'm mainly going to be using her with Pierced Earth and Twisting Arrows. We're just going to be using Stinging Skewer to get back into Desperate mode so she has more maximum and less minimum damage. We then have the Blighting Respirator, so plus accuracy and plus damage versus bladed. And the Kindred of Rot's Exaltation, so plus damage and crit while bladed and versus bladed. And she will blight herself on attack. We're then bringing the Silent, because she does extra stuff versus bladed, and then has a whole host of other things she can do. The Specimen, so on monster kill, all monsters blight. Basically, it's a free corpse explosion, or if she uses corpse explosion, that's even more powerful. And then I'm going to be bringing the Emerald Key just to kind of show off how powerful this thing can be. I think there's only a size 2 in here, so I'll be doing plus 5 damage versus a size 2, and otherwise plus 2 damage versus size 1s. I will not be having the set bonus on it. And then we have Matthias the Forsaken. Once Celiba uses Stinging Skewer, he will be going into row 3, so take that in consideration because she is a very high speed character, and he is very low speed, so he will be going after Celiba most likely, so that his Remnants of Light will be usually in consideration of him being in position 3. However, that being said, he's going to have Plague Carrier, Necrotic Plague, Runic Empowerment to power up all his moves, and Death Coil. We then have the Pestilent Crown, so he can act as a healer, because all of his healing skills will apply to other heroes. And then Remnants of Light, so he does plus 40% damage if he's in position 3. He does 40% extra gain if he's in position 3. On friendly skill, all heroes will transfer Blight to self, and on ranged hit, transfer Blight to target. So we got a few people that can heal each other, a lot of damage with Blight, a lot of damage to bladed enemies. So hopefully I'll be wrecking them. I don't really remember too much about the manor because I've only done it in testing like once. So this will almost be a fresh experience for me. And then other really quick note, I think I mentioned like last episode I was pretty sick. Just getting over that, so I might still sound a little bit off or be taking some kind of weird pauses just to catch my breath. Colds suck, people, and especially when you have a really bad immune system, so take care of yourselves. And then there are some unique trinkets that you'll get for doing the manor itself, and then after you do the manor, there are more trinkets that you can get, particularly from the battle thing that I mentioned, but for doing this, I'm going to get the Deacon Scepter Trophy, which will let you bypass guard, 30% damage versus guarded, plus 8 accuracy. Then I'm going to get the Hellish Halo. It's a cultist trinket. There's a whole section of cultist trinkets from this. This one will get me plus 30% bleeding resistance, plus 65 armor piercing versus marked, but you'll have minus 7% virtue chance. And then here it tells you, if a darkest dungeon quest is abandoned, not all heroes are guaranteed to survive, someone must sacrifice themselves to hold off the fiends during retreat. So it does act like a darkest dungeon quest. I will lose someone if I run away. So let's not do that. I don't recall blockages in the hallways, but I'm gonna go prepared for like everything. There are like boss creatures in there, like 2 of them. So I'm gonna bring holy waters for that. I don't need the Kraken ribbons. Let's see here. I don't even remember treasure rooms if I'm being completely honest. I'm assuming there's gonna be horror effects, and we'll just go with that because I don't have much else. Yeah. Pave the way for the gate and demand the mansion for yourself. Alright. So this is a predetermined map. The map will always be the same in the manor. And as you can see, custom artwork in the back. Cultist Champion, Cultist Watcher, some custom enemies here. We can do Stinging Skewer on the Cultist Champion because we know what he does. We're going to let the Watcher do something so we kind of get a feel for him.
Nerves and panic.
We're going to Umbral Knight first for a free attack. Get Lily going. And then we're going to Mad Knight on the Watcher.
Continue the onslaught.
Oh, and Skiddo, if you're watching this, I am doing this ahead of time. Because recording ahead of time just to get a few videos in preparation for, Oh, he knocked me back. Little prick. We'll, Necrotic Plague him. Trying to get a few videos in ahead of time in preparation for Kingdoms, essentially. So, yeah. I suppose we're just gonna glass knife him.
Masterfully executed.
He's got Blight for 9, 17 health. So I suppose just build up her last rites and see what we can do. I mean, look at her stress already. Plus 500% stress if not virtued. So, I mean, that attack stress is really adding up.
As the fiend
Plus
falls,
3, but minus 3 stress. Plus 15 stress. And then I suppose we'll just neutralize them.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
We got an Archdeacon here. Mark for the old gods. And we got 2 champions. We know what they do. He can mark and stress out. We're gonna Umbral Knight. They get plus accuracy versus mark and 3 speed. So let's blight both of them. Come on, Lily.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Festering fear consumes the mind.
His head looks very different in comparison to those guys. Even like the jawline. Okay, let's do Stinging Skewer. Let's hit the one that's already blighted.
Destroyed.
Let's Plague Carrier so we can heal. Glass Knife, just because it does damage. We're already marked. Can't do Piercer, so we're going to do Twisting Arrows, hitting the guy who has less health.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Neutralize. That'd be slightly creepy.
Madness. Sublimity of the intelligence.
Alright, let's see how much stress she heals now. So 13 for 6, and then we're gonna last right to heal. Or not last right, prayer. Oh! Well then. And then you can Death Coil.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
How bad's that bleed? Can do that for now. Can get rid of your blight, take that. Little worried about Syllaba there. But I think we'll be fine.
Blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
Cultist none. Almost. Oh, that is an eye in her stomach. Creepy. Alright, we're gonna pierce Earth to get these two. Vicar there was stealth, so I kind of wanted to get him.
Diminished.
That mace is gonna hurt, ain't it? Kind of reminds me of Sauron's mace. You know what? Let's do this. And then we're going to Noxious Fumes her. Then we're going to Umbral Knight you. Oh, she's not afflicted anymore. I just realized that. And then I suppose we can... It's a stun chance. Got a 50-50 of stunning. It's Elder Warrior.
A singular strike. The horror.
I'm gonna try to heal with Matthias. Oh wait. I needed Runic Empowerment first. Ha ha ha. It's been like a week since I played. I'm a little rusty. Not thinking straight either. As you can tell. Alright, he goes down to Blight. We're gonna hit the Nun. Blight it again.
Wherefore, heroism.
And we're gonna get rid of that Blight. There we go. That's just crazy. We can do this, then we can Twisting Arrows hitting the Vicar there. Gonna Corpse Explosion him.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Suppose we can Runic Empowerment because she's stealthed. Just gonna pass. Owie.
Waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Well, we can still do Mad Knight. Oh, we can Last Rite it. I don't think I've seen the Last Rite Elder Warrior. Fight's pretty much over anyway. Fun.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Alright, we're gonna leave the Sneca Oil. I know what it does, and I don't necessarily want it. It's a random attack chance. Up we go. That Restoration's gonna take care of us. Gonna go to the side. Another Vicar, 2 champions. Noxious Fume for now. Let's do Twisting Arrow on the one guy it can hit.
Ground quakes.
Umbral Knight. And then we'll Elder Warrior to try to stun them. And that should be our next check.
The mind cannot hope to withstand such an assault.
Suppose we'll just play Carrier to try to get them to attack Matthias. We can do scraping driver for now.
Decisive pummeling.
We're going to cure our stress. Oh, that didn't do enough, it looks like.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
And runic empowerment.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Can we corpse explosion him down? No, but it'll still do some damage. Then on him, we'll just move forward. Do this for now. So we're fishing for this. She's good. I think we can corpse explosion him again. Oh, didn't realize he would re-stealth. Can I do anything about that? No. That's a shame. I did not realize he would do this.
A momentary
To himself.
eradicated.
That's a nice riposte on her. Alright, let's take what we can.
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I already did one of the boss things I thought I would fight, so let's get rid of those. Default party order. Do a scraping, or not scraping driver, stinging skewer next fight. Do that. See what's in here. That's a dead end. Pretty dead end. Nice little view there. Why did they board that up? What was the point in this? Man, they damaged the house. The poor library. Look at what they did to the books. There's no reason for this. Alright, we got an Archdeacon and we got a Watcher. Let's get rid of you. Like I said, getting rid of the Archdeacon. And he's got 8 blight on him. Light it again.
Even the aged oak
It doesn't really up her
tempest's wind.
virtue chance, it's just fishing for that virtue. Do we want to Elder Warrior these two, or do we want to just Mad Knight and take him out? We'll Mad Knight. I suppose I could have done prayer and healed her too. We're then going to death coil him. Darn. I don't think this is going to be strong enough. But if I crit, we take out the cultist champion. Oh, he actually guards, huh? So we're gonna corpse explosion you. That plates the rest for a rather significant amount. We are going to piercing arrows. Is that supposed to bypass guard? Oh no, guarded by, okay. Umbral Knight, let's do the Witch. And then we're gonna cure stress. Death Coil should spread blight. 16 and 8. Twisting arrows on Archdeacon. And this should cure our blight or stress if I just hit him twice, yeah? Yeah, we'll be safe. And then we're gonna catalyst him. So that's gonna do double the blight, now 22. I don't think you can do too much from that row, but we can do necrotic. Not necrotic, light carrier. That way, a little bit of restoration. And they go down on this turn. We'll do the whale, just because I can. That way we get a little more stress on Lily.
Well struck.
And there we go.
This expedition at least promises success.
Can take these. Actually, I want the horror on Lily. I want the holy water for something else. What we can probably do is this. Because I got some food, and then we'll be good, because I have the Death Dancer scroll. Oh! Did not think that this was here. Size 4 enemy. We're going to pop the holy water, just in case. Then we're going to... Porch is fine. Umbral Knight hitting one of them. I resisted the bleed. Then we're gonna last... No, we're not gonna last right yet. Gonna Mad Knight. Getting damage up on Mad Knight. One's bladed. Hey, one has a beard. We're going Stinging Skewer. Going back, putting him in rank 3.
The will to fight falters.
Tools of the trade. Noxious Fumes, upping her blight chance. Everything she does will have a blight attached to it now. Necrotic plaguing them. So blighting and then everything they do blights each other. And blighted. Lovely.
One can sometimes find clarity in madness, but only rarely.
Oh, they can cure themselves. Did not think that that would be a thing. Restoration 2 for 3. Gonna use a torch. We're gonna use Pierce Earth because this does more. Got to use Holy Waters. What's the debuff? Minus Death Blow resistance if torch below 75. That is nasty. Tools of Trade, Glass Knife. Umbral Knight. And then Mad Knight again. Next turn will last right. Alright, so what we're gonna do is this first, then Death Coil. Tools of the Trade. Catalyst. Nasty little blight there. Umbral Knight. Into Last Right. Into Mad Knight. I was hoping that would do a bit more. Okay, let's see here. That's fine. We're going to do Holy Water, and the debuffs are fine, so we're going to do Twisting Arrows.
Devastating blow.
Now, I believe there are more room battles after this one, so I am going to heal up the Runic Empowerment. Into Plague Carrier, so everyone gets that regain. Oh. Wait, what? Well, everyone did get it, okay. Tools of the Trade into Neutralize. And then they're gonna go down to the Blight. Blight in that crowd is not great. For them at least. Lily. Okay, an Umbral Knight first. And then we're gonna do Prayer to get the Blighted off of her.
Vigor is restored.
Good man, Matthias.
Adversity can foster hope and resilience.
That's what you get for doing this to my manor.
That overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Taking what we can. I am going to get rid of some of this blight. And we'll just leave that. And then to get rid of the rest of the people in my manor. There's the cardinal. So this was the other guy that I thought might be a problem. He's the other size 2 here. See if I can't drag him a bit. We're going to necrotic plague him. Oh, that was not something I wanted to have miss. We're going to blight one champion. And then Mad Knight and blight the other.
A powerful blow.
And survey says, light it again.
The bulwarks of the mind have fallen. Grievous injury, palpable fear.
Alright, so what we should probably do is corpse explosion this guy, so blights the rest of them. Then let's hurt him. He goes down to blight if I can't corpse explosion him. And then we just have Cardinal left. Damage versus bleeding, damage versus marked, damage versus afflicted. That is nasty. Good thing he's going away. 18 blight around. Alright. There's some stress relief and then prayer. And we're going to do it again. And hopefully this unafflicts her. There we go. Nice little healing too. How's that? And the restoration goes to everyone. Alright, time to take out Cardinal. Booming Bell. That might have been bad.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Let's take what we can.
The light, the promise of safety.
And leave that. I'm gonna go up here. Let's get rid of the bleeding. And the blighted. Thought I used that anti-venom. They can eat. The torches. Can go down here. Yes, stress her out, please. We are going to carry Necrotic Plague. Let's go on the Witch. That way she spreads blight. We're gonna pierce Earth on these two. Interesting. Alright, let's hit the Archdemon with this. Or Archdeacon, not Archdemon. And then Mad Knight on this guy. Stressing our Lily out just a tad. Then, I doubt we can Corpse Explosion anyone, but we can Catalyst the champion.
And power.
Now he has 15 Blight. We did not want that to happen. But there's some more Blight. Let's take him out. He goes down, so hitting who we can. Then let's Elder Warrior. Last rites just because we can. Another Blade.
Behold.
I mean, it's called fishing for a reason. I never have good luck with it. Matthias, move back, please. Corpse Explosion. Good thing she dodged that. Easier to cure stress. Twisting arrows, let's hit the Archdeacon. Just curing stress, so she's easier to do what we can on. And then we'll finish the fight. Looks like there's 3 more rooms left.
Seize this momentum. Push on to
4.
the task's end.
Fall party order, just because I can. Going to the left. Go here.
Darkness
eat.
closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Oh, there's another cardinal. Well, let's runic empowerment for now. Skewer him. Fighting them in total darkness this time is not going to be fun for the rest of the party. It's a lot of stress. Let's blight the witch. And then we're going to get rid of our stress on Lily.
Temporary abatement.
Then I should be able to catalyst. Super blighting the witch here, so 14 blight around. Not much to worry about there. If I death coil and take it out, blight spreads to cardinal. Now let's take out you. Stress out Lily again. That's not a nice sound. Alright, twisting arrows. Goes the trade into glass knife. Should also probably use a bandage. I think he's gonna go down to blight, so we'll see how this works. Let's do plague carrier for now. And we'll do necrotic plague. Last one, Lily. So I doubt there's a fight down there.
Fragile, like a robin's egg.
We tried.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
I'm gonna get rid of the shovels just because they're not really doing me too much good. And that's that. So I am gonna camp here. Just get rid of some stress. And a feast.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Comforting hug. Does anyone else have Devil's Advocate to prevent nighttime ambush? Encourage to minus stress. And I don't think I have too much else here, actually, which is unfortunate. I can plus my stress. I can heal. I don't have much else for, like, minus stress or anything like that. But that is the manor down, it seems. Which means I got the Hellish Halo, the Deacon Scepter, a bunch of crests, some money, and the first of the technical darkest dungeons in this estate done. A little sad that we didn't evolve the quirk for Lily, but that is fishing for you. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. A little surprised at how many heirlooms we brought back. Looks like we got a disease, maybe? Yeah, Hashimoto's on Celiba, Daredevil on Lily, and Soft on Matthias. So this usually took a while for me to appear. No, this isn't what I thought it was. Prayers from the heart, zealots of the new god, have started seeping through the black wound left in the dungeon, helmed by a prodigal sculptor of flesh with unmatched fervor. Preacher will hold sermons in all regions. Champion quests only, so the preacher will now appear. Who I don't remember if he's connected to just the manor, if he's from another mod entirely. But there is another quest that is going to appear later on. I think is like in the Hamlet section here. That should just appear. That is like a darkest quest. Because as you can see, that was a darkest. They're not going to go back to the darkest dungeon. So I can't use these guys for that now. Which isn't the biggest deal to me. But I would like to keep using Lily to get the White Priestess thing evolved. We are going to throw Celiba in the medical ward. Getting off Hashimoto's. At the stagecoach. The new person is not in here as of yet. Nothing too fun in the Nomad Wagon. I do kind of want to go and see what this Followers of the Raiju Hunt for You is. So I'm probably going to be doing that next. And just doing it on a normal quest and getting probably the low pass filter. Just because I've never really looked into what this is. So that'll probably be what I do next time. And see what I can do about that. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.